Brand new LCP.
Yes, sir. Man, let me say this right now before I get started. Now, I want to give a hand clap to everybody out there, man, who is consistently showing love to the LCP, who is consistently reposting, sharing, and helping grow this shit out more and more and more every passing month, every passing fucking year. One more hand clap to you guys, man, for staying locked in, staying tuned into that
brand new LCP.
Now, oh man, where the fuck do I start? So this past week, a lot of you guys sent in some great fucking content pertaining to relationships, pertaining to just women and men shit in general. And I love these kind of topics because it gives me the freedom, the space to be open, to be blunt, but also the negatives. When you talk about these kind of situations, you're going to trigger some people. So let me say this right now as a trigger warning at the top of this fucking episode. This is for the woman. Let me say that this fucking warning is centered at the woman. So I had grown, mature women sending some great topics pertaining to, love life, marriage, dating, relationships. And they also sent me some videos, which I will play and dissect them as we go along, as well as give you guys my opinion. So if you think that you might be sensitive, you might be offended, you might be triggered at a male's perspective on issues that might pertain to a woman, this is your time right now to pause the episode and exit your fucking podcast app. Let me repeat. If you think you will be offended by a male's opinion on a female issue, close your fucking app right now. Or as Beyonce said, to the left. Swipe your shit to the left. Because when I dive into this shit, I don't want to hear nothing. Don't DM me on IG, which is Lunchroom Chatter Pod. Don't hit my DMs. Don't send no voice message. Like, I'm tired of you motherfuckers, man, being offended. And now you want to tell me shit privately. Well, John, when you said this, I didn't really. No, boo. You think you're going to be offended? Close the app right now. I appreciate you guys for giving the episode a try. But now let's dive into some shit, sir. Let me see which one I want to start with first. Matter of fact, we're going to start with this first. Now, somebody sent me this shit this morning. It was a video of a female. She spoke about how she believes that a lot of women now don't cater or pursue a man in a positive light. How a lot of women now seeing, doing sweet things for your man as, ew, I'm not doing that. Like how they look down on actually having to pursue or compete for a man. Because as men, we got to pursue or compete for women. And she brought up a great point how not all, but she said a lot of women think that just because they look good and simply because they were born, that it makes them dateable. But it don't. But let's dive into what she had to say. We're going to come back because she was speaking. Oh, what the fuck? She was speaking some real shit. Oh, my Spotify was playing. She was speaking some real shit. But let's dive into what she had to say.
Nowadays, you bring that man a plate, rub his feet, just basic things. But the attitude of so many women that I see now is they don't want to cater to a man in any, it's almost like it's a dirty word. They don't want to compete for a man. They want him to just pick her because she's so special. But it's too much competition. There's too much out here. What are you doing to? That's
a fact. Hold on. We gonna clap that shit up. How long have I said this shit? A lot of women feel entitled, especially now with social media. Like, social media has changed a lot of shit for the worse. I know some of you motherfuckers hate to admit, but social media has fucked up the world. It's positive to it, but it's also so many negatives. As a woman, just because you take a picture and, you might use a nice filter that makes your face look good. You got the, like you perfected the poses. You turn to the left, you turn to the right, your ass is sticking out. You lay on your back, you hold your titties in front of your face and make your boobs look good. Just because you do that, it does not mean that you are wife material. How many times have we seen a male entertainer might date a woman who might be attractive? And then at the end of that relationship, he cheats, he might dump her, he might simply walk away. And then we see so many women go into the fucking comments and say shit like, oh my gosh, she looks so good. How the fuck you drop that bag? Oh my gosh, she looks so good. You fucked up. Why would you leave her? Y'all know it's so many things that matter in regards to a long-term relationship outside of just looks, right? personality, sense of humor, goals, someone simply being a great fucking person to be around as opposed to a stuck up fucking bitch. Now, and I hate saying that word, but I know some of you guys might not admit it, but every woman is not good to be around. Sometimes you get around a man or a woman, even on the flip side, a man. Ladies, you might see a guy, you might be like, damn, he look good. And then you get around him and you're like, oh my God, this motherfucker is not what I thought. As men, we go through the same shit. Just because you see a guy and you know from the outside, he got a nice beard, great car, six pack, he look good. Like once you start talking to that motherfucker, you might see shit and be like, nigga, I see why you single. So because someone looks good, it doesn't mean that they are dateable. So we got to get past that point of thinking that, oh, because a woman look good, you know, she take great pictures, she use filters that change her whole fucking face, that she's wife material. Because she's not. It's the small shit that matters. Now, looks matter if you meet somebody and you only trying to fuck. But when you desire a long-term stable relationship, like, I mean, long-term marriage, kids, family, the whole fucking nine, you got to be selective of who you go to. But let's dive back in because she dropping facts. Y'all know what time it is. This is that.
Radio LCP.
Outbeat the competition. What are you doing to win over a man? And a lot of women, they don't want to do it. They want to have attitudes, not be in, work on themselves in any kind of way, physically, mentally, spiritually. No, they just think they just show up. Me being alive, being a woman with a vagina is enough for a man to choose me. Accept me as I am. All the men need to change. All the men need to stop being this way. But us women, we're perfect out the womb. We're perfect. Just because we're born, we're perfect beings. And it's all these men. But that's good news for me because I'm going to compete. And I'm glad that they've taken.
Let's clap it up. That's facts. Now, know some of you ladies right now are probably rolling your fucking eyes, or as women would say now on social media, women who speak like that are called pick-me's. And what a pick-me is, that's what a lot of women believe they call women who side with men. So if you speak against what we as women on social media think, then you're called a pick-me. Because everything she said was true. Everything she said was a fact. Everything she said was 100% on point, but she's going to be called the pick-me. Because how dare you side with men? How dare you say that we as women now, not all, but how dare you say that so many women now think that simply because we look good or that we are born, that's why we are desirable. You a pick-me. You're supposed to be on our side, but a lot of what she said, like, it's facts. She wasn't lying.
Ooh, you a lie.
Not at all. Now, I want to go back about, when was this? We in 2022. This happened summer of 2021, which was last year. So I was at a family barbecue in the summertime, and there's a woman, in my family who's married. She's married. She has a husband. Now, her husband, well, at the barbecue, he wasn't feeling good that day. He was exhausted from work. He had worked a long day, had to do some Zoom calls, some Zoom interviews, and had to do a speaking engagement through Zoom. He was tired. So, the barbecue, the food ready, food done. He tired. The person cooking said, yo, the food is ready. Everybody come eat. So everybody get up to go get their food, right? Now, he didn't get up because he was tired. He said, you know what? Give me 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to get up. I'm going to eat. I'm just resting right now. I'm talking. He was talking to me. So me and him talking, everybody else get up, go get their food. The shit goes on. So now his wife goes over to the food and starts making him a plate. She started hooking the shit up with the fucking ribs, the collard greens. Like she made him a good fucking plate too. Now, on the flip side, you had it was two women, and they told her, they was young too. They was about, I don't know the exact age, but they was under, let's say, 33. And they told her They said, girl, why are you making his plate? She said, oh, because my husband tired from working all week. And I figured, you know what? I'll do something nice and make him a plate. Girl, he got legs. I'm like, what? So you got a man who is providing for his family. Like, the wife is not working as much. This motherfucker working 5 to 6 days a week. And now you have women telling his wife to not make him a plate. Girl, he got legs. Don't you dare make that man plate. You see, and that's the kind of stupid shit I don't like. Because it's all these fucking dumbass fucking, hypocritical type shit to where women say, well, I think a man should provide for a woman and do everything and pay for everything because back in the day, that's what my grandma said my grandpa did. Like, boo. Like, y'all know times change, right? It is no longer 1982 or it's no longer 1958. Back when, I say this consistently, back when a man had to do so much shit to make up for the shit that women couldn't do back then. Like, women's rights now weren't what they were back then. Women have way more, again, it's still restrictive now. And like, we see things now where like fucking Congress is trying to monitor women's abortions and all this fucking stupid shit. But women now have way more rights and can attain more, value, more revenue, better jobs when compared to the 1960s and 70s and shit. Again, nothing now is perfect, but it's better than it once was. I'm not saying that you gotta fucking bite a motherfucker toenails and shit. I ain't saying that. But like when you desire a long-term relationship, you want to be in a relationship that's long, that's fruitful. Again, everything I'm saying is my opinion because this is that. It's that lunchroom. Oh, hit the wrong button. It's that
brand new LCP.
Almost hit the wrong button. But like I said, man, everything I'm saying is my opinion. I'm not saying shit for you guys to change how you feel. If you feel that, a woman does not have to do anything, does not have to cater to a man in no kind of way, that a woman should just sit back and use her pussy and her good looks to get a good man. If that's how you feel, congratulations to you, but you're lying.
Ooh, you a lie.
You're lying to yourself 1,000%. And I'm saying it right now, you're not going to end up with shit. You ain't going to end up with nothing. But now, to segue into something else, and let me see if I can put up the message. Now, I was talking to my friend online yesterday, and and over the past couple of days on Instagram, I spoke about how, as a man or woman, you can wait, into a later age to quote unquote settle down and enjoy your younger days, your younger years, your 20s. You could go have fun. You could work, you could better your career, you could dive deep into whatever creative desires you have in your 20s. But like I told the woman, eventually you're going to turn 30, and dating in your 30s, it's not easy. And a lot of motherfuckers think that, oh, well, now I'm relaxing, I'm doing things I want to do, and when I get in my 30s, that's when I'll settle down. It's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It's not. And I had a great conversation with somebody I actually care about, and let me see. Now, she said, John, you're right, 100%. I definitely thought I was going to be married with a child by the time I was 28 with my ex. And well, yeah, I'm still childless and married. But yeah, things never go according to plan. But had I settled, he and I would probably have been together, but both of us would have been unhappy. And that's a fact. That's why I said when it comes to settling, when it comes to, just making a good decision relationship-wise, it's always going to be a gift and a curse. So, yes, on the flip side, at a young age, going back to Lori Harvey, and I want to give a hand clap to you guys who tuned into that bonus episode on Lunchroom Plus, which is available only on Apple Podcasts, which is entitled Dirty Grass. Released a bonus episode this past week, Dirty Grass, where I spoke about Michael B. Jordan, Lori Harvey, and just some good relationship shit. So you guys can, if you got an iPhone, go to Apple Podcasts, type on the episode, well, click on the episode Dirty Grass, and it's going to prompt you to sign up for Lunchroom Plus. I believe if you have never signed up, you get a free, it might be a 3-day free trial or a week free trial. I'm not sure what it was, but you guys who stay tuned into that.
Brand new LCP.
I appreciate you guys. Now, going back to the to what she said, I'm 35 years old now. I refuse to settle and have drama. And, she mentioned the fact that how she's 35. I believe that now she's in a happy relationship, but she's childless. And I'm not saying this as a way to knock her. I'm saying this because this is reality for so many people that, yes, during your younger days, of course, factors got to play a part in you settling down in your 20s. Like, for example, you finding a good man who's actually worthy. But if you find somebody who's actually want to be serious and settle down with you in your 20s, and now you pass it up because you simply want to enjoy life more, you got to accept that life don't stop. And now once you reach your 30, you're 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, most of the men you meet going to have kids already. The men you meet, it's going to be potential drama that wasn't there or might not have been there when you were in your 20s. And like I said, it's different for women as opposed to men because women got to factor in if you don't have kids and now you're in your 30s, like the pregnancy, it goes down because not all, but most men can still have kids in their 40s, even their 50s. We just seen Flavor Flav, about 60 fucking years old. He got a newborn child at 60. See, man, a man, and again, I hate the fact that it's like this, but men could do bullshit and have kids in their 40s and 50s. But as a woman, once you hit 30, pregnancy starts to decline. Once you reach middle age 30, it's going down. Once you reach 40, it's going to be hard to carry a child to term. Not saying that it's impossible. I'm simply saying that, and you guys notice that as you get older, it gets difficult, especially when it comes to having your first. So a lot of you guys may not want to, but you probably going to have to settle. And I know, like once that word, you got to settle. I'm settling. Oh, I don't want to settle. But you might have to. At a certain age, you might have to. Because you don't got time to waste. If you're 33, 34, 35 years old, and now you're trying to find somebody to settle down with long term, you don't got time to waste dating this guy for a year, the next guy for 2 years, this guy for 1 year, because at that point, you're 40 years old. You're 40 with no kids, and now you're sitting there trying to figure out what the fuck you gonna do. But had somebody else send in a message, man. Like I told you, man, hey, clap it up for you guys sending in some great messages, great fucking content. Let me see if I can pull this shit up. Now, this next clip, ooh, my child. Ooh, child. Jesus, Lord. Do I got the shit? Yes, I do. Where, you guys know over the past couple episodes, I spoke about the fact that I mentioned, bigger women. Not saying that they're less desirable, not at all. All I said was that if I'm dating a woman and I meet her when she's fit or when she's slim, and now she gains a lot of weight and now she's plus size, I said, yes, I would feel a kind of way because that's not how I met her. That's what I said. So please don't flip my shit into me saying, well, John, you said you don't like bigger women. That's not what I said. I said, if I met you and you were a certain size and now you gain 90 to 100 pounds, I would feel a way. That's what I said. Y'all know I got to flip it because y'all motherfuckers be listening like,
Oh my God.
And y'all just take some shit and run with it. Now, there was a woman, I don't know the name of the podcast. A listener sent me this shit, a good friend of mine's, and this is what she had to say.
Men are not financially confident. That's who they run to, the bigger girls, because most big girls are going to have good credit, have some money, and be able to help take care of them.
And cook.
Bigger woman says, help. Smaller woman says, oh, I have to carry that load. Oh, I got to take care of her. Bigger woman says she going to help me. She going to put this load over her back. So
because that's what she has to do to keep a man, to maintain a man.
To make up for it.
Yeah.
So the man, again, not want to just sacrifice, step up, be by yourself for some time, get your money right. I'll just go get a big girl, she'll help me.
It's easy.
I'm gonna say right now, I don't agree with that shit. Not at all. Not one bit. And that goes back to what I played earlier in the episode about how the fact that when a woman can't find a man, there's excuses. There's blame. Well, he don't want to settle down with me, so, he would prefer a bigger woman right now because he can't handle me. Like, that's the dumbest shit the stupidest shit. Like, how maybe that man just don't like a bigger woman? Like, just because you choose to not date somebody who's big when you meet them, that don't mean somebody else feel the same kind of way, because I can guarantee for 100% fact right now, there are plenty skinny women out here who's had a man who's cheated on them with a big girl. 100%. So I don't like when I see women and they start bashing bigger women. Well, a man is only with you because he not ready for me right now. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And like I said to start the fucking episode, just because you slim, you look good, you think you look Instagram ready because the filter and the sunlight is hitting your face right, does not mean you are wife material. Because you think, when you turn to the left, your ass stick out right, that means you are wife material. It don't mean, boo, bitch. No. It's not what it means. Sit your ass. That's not what the fucking means. And that's why I said everything relates back to social media. Social media influences everything. Marriage, love, clothes, what songs you like, what fucking shows you like, how you fucking talk to your spouse, what your fucking desires are. Social media influences so many things, and I hate it. I fucking hate it, man. Again, on the flip side, there's positives to social media. It's helped me start the podcast. It's helped me connect with some of you guys who I feel like are amazing. It's helped me bond and connect and grow with so many strangers had I not been able to do if it weren't for social media. So I want to clap it up. Hold on, wrong button.
God.
I want to clap it up for that, but like I said, to me, I'm not angry at what she said because people can say whatever the fuck they want to say. But the fact that it's a lot of people who actually think like her, the fact that it's people now and how when you go online, like the validation, the likes, and the fucking men that go in your comments and post the fucking drool emojis, it's made a lot of people feel that kind of attraction means that you're wife material. When you could be as sexy as you want to be with a bad fucking attitude and you aren't wife material. If you look good, visually, but you a bitch when you start talking, that don't mean you're wife material. That don't mean that you are worth dating. It means you look good, but everything else about you is trash. It's trash. That's what it means. Like for example, you know how when you go out to eat and the waiter might bring you your steak, the steak look good. He got the little parsley and shit on it. It's seasoned up. It look good. But now you cut that steak open, the shit not even cooked right. It's still inside the steak. It's still cold, blood falling out the bitch. That's how it look. It's a fucking mirage. On the outside, you look good, but now when you dive deeper and you start cutting inside and having more engaging real conversations, you begin to see how motherfuckers be raw. They don't be fully done, but they look good. That's why I say, man, you got to be mindful. You got to be aware. You got to actually look at what the fuck you're doing. You got to have great conversations, man. Because social media, don't let the shit fool you. Because somebody look good, they got a nice ass. On the flip side, because a man look good, he got a beard, he got a six-pack, he got a nice car, he keep posting. It don't mean that nigga is hubby material. But we're going to take a quick break. Y'all know what time it is. This is that
Brand new LCP.
Again, man, you guys who want to support even more than you do now, my cash app is $NYC Story 718. You guys can click in any episode podcast description. You guys can sign up to become a monthly supporter for as low as $1, $5, or $10. everything you guys contribute, it helps. It keeps going towards keeping these episodes coming, man. Great production, great sound. It's everything that you guys know and love. I do it by myself, man. I create these episodes by myself. I produce them by myself. Everything is done by your boy himself. But we're going to take a quick break. Don't go nowhere, baby. I'll be back. It's your man, John A. Schultz. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Lunchroom Chatter Podcast. Welcome back to that
brand new LCP.
Oh, man. Now, before I get into some more shit, now, I want to give a shout out to my girl, Nicole. Now, she's been on the episode before. She's been on about 2 or 3 episodes in the past. But, you know, summertime is coming up. And, you know, as you guys know, I don't know if it's hot where you guys are at. But here in Atlanta, we're going to have 90 degrees and up for 9 straight days. Now, you know when it's hot outside, all you want to do is work and go home. And now, if you're in a relationship, you got a boo, you got a bae, you got a hubby, you want to stay home. And when you stay home, you're probably going to start fucking. Yes, sir. You're probably going to start fucking. F-U-C-K-I. Now, you know, Nicole, she has a sex website. Now, her website is Nicole's Little Black Box. Now, on her site, she has some of everything. And I know, you know, when she was on the podcast, I believe it was episode 80-something or 60-something, one of them episodes, and, you know, she really gave me a lot of information on how there are many sex toys that men can use. Because growing up, you know, I had a negative stigma in regards to sex toys. I still haven't used one, but now I'm more open to using one than I was previously. And I owe Nicole everything in regards to opening up my mind, because let me go to her website real quick. Now, again, her website is called Nicole'sLittleBlackBox.com. Now, she told me when she was on the episode that, you know, if men who like to masturbate, instead of doing it with your hand like a fucking old ass motherfucker, you could get the realistic fucking mouth. Now, she got one mouth. It says that, wow, this mouth is called the Fuck Me Silly to Go Deep Throat Cocksucker Mega Stroke Mouth. I wish you motherfuckers could see this shit right now. Again, go to this website, Nicole's Little Black Box. My men, go to for him, and you're going to see the Fuck Me Silly to Go Deep Throat Mega Stroke Cocksucker Stroke Mouth. Whatever the fuck you say. Now, in the fucking description, it says, take your fun on the run with the Fuck Me Silly to Go. Cleverly sized to be both lifelike and... Bitch, the shit got teeth. The only thing I don't like now, the mouth only comes in white. You know, no offense to my white listeners. I'm going to give you guys a hand clap. It's a realistic mouth, and what I assume is that you got to put your dick inside. It says I'm cleverly sized, both lifelike and compact. The shit come with teeth. What the fuck? Slide between those luscious lips, past the supple tongue and realistic teeth into the textured throat that's always open and ready to deep throat your hard rock cock. Bitch, I'm about to buy 10 of these motherfuckers right now. Again, you guys can go to Nicole's Little Black Box. You guys can follow her on IG at Nicole's Little Black Box. One more time for Nicole. Now, I want to end this shit by talking about something I posted on Instagram. Now, on Instagram, I spoke about if I'm in a relationship with someone, and I asked the woman. I said, okay, as a man, me asking honestly and wanting real advice. If I'm in a relationship with a woman and now she gains weight, like, what is a respectful way to go about bringing that up to her that can, number one, be respectful, and number two, minimize the impact of me getting put in the doghouse because maybe I didn't really say it in the proper way that she felt was respectful. Because, you know, as a man, it's always tough, like when it comes to, I don't want to say criticizing, but when it comes to mentioning a woman's weight, that's always a touchy subject. Now, I want to play for you guys. Well, I want to read what some of the responses were. One person said, tell me straight up, honestly, I'll get mad, but we can both work together. Clap it up. That's fire. That's fire. And I said, like, that's why it's important to get into a relationship with somebody who's mature, somebody who just has a great high intellect, especially their mental capacity. If you date somebody immature, somebody childish, somebody who gets all of their feelings, likes, and wants, needs, and desires from social media, it's hard to have these real kind of conversations because anything you say is going to be taken the wrong way. It's going to offend. Or some might take it as, well, I don't think you like me anymore. And I'm like, because somebody mentions your weight does not mean that they no longer like you. Like, life is short. Like, we all on earth for undetermined amount of time. It might be another month, another year, another 5 years, or it might be another 60 years. We don't know. Now, one response that shocked the fuck out of me. Let me see. One person said, he shouldn't. That is not his business. That's part of life. People change, hormones, health issues, etc. I don't know. Wow.
Oh my God.
I don't agree. Now, my response was that I said, if I'm married or in a relationship, my health should be someone's business. We are a unit. So please tell me if I'm gaining weight or if I have unhealthy habits. I believe it's not a stranger's business to address things with you. But your partner, your health is definitely their business, especially if they care about you in this short life that we live. That's all I'm saying, man. I feel like it's dangerous, man, to say that, if I gain weight, then, it's not my partner's business. It is. Because no matter how you gain weight, if it's due to unhealthy eating habits or if it's due to a health condition, if that person loves you, then I believe they have every single right to address that with you if they care about you and want to see you continue to just fucking have a life, to live, to be happy and not walk around mentally depressed or just fucking out of it because you don't feel good about yourself and who you are as a person. So, as always, man, I want to give a hand clap to you guys for contributing, for actually letting your voices be heard, because a lot of motherfuckers, they be scared. Every time I ask a fucking question on Instagram, motherfuckers go ghost, they get silent, they watch, but they don't say shit. It's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to let your voice be heard. Now, somebody who's letting their voice be heard, Tisha Campbell, she played Gina on Martin and so many other fucking shows, movies over the course of her long career. Now, I believe on June 16th, they have the Martin reunion, which is airing exclusively on BET+. And Tisha Campbell Martin, she has been making the rounds about the reunion. And she sat down with Gayle King. She spoke about how her and Martin were able to rekindle their past friendship and how they had to work really hard to reconnect and forgive. Because if you guys forgot, when the Martin show ended, Tisha Campbell had sued Martin for sexual harassment. But this is what she had to say when she sat down with Gayle King. Let's get this clip pulled up for you guys.
With everybody, we were finishing each other's sentences, we were joking, we were laughing. It was like being on set again.
I know, it was really fun to see you guys together too, because you could tell there's love there. When the show ended, there was tension between you and Martin. You had filed a lawsuit against him, and he said it wasn't true. How were you able to get back on track with him? Because clearly you guys have worked it out.
We worked really hard to reconnect, to forgive, and this reunion is about a celebration of everything that we did, everything that we accomplished, and our growth as human beings. And so we concentrated mostly on that.
Mm-hmm. But I look at your life, though, and
I want to clap it up, man, because now I know some of you guys, man, maybe even some women are going to be mad the fact that she reconnected and is back on good terms with somebody who she accused of sexual harassment. Because some of you guys may see it as her not standing her ground, but in this life that we have, like I always say, man, life is short. They previously had a working relationship. They were close. Even if it was close only due to working together. Like, life is short. I believe that people can grow, people can reconnect, people can, learn to forgive each other, especially as adults, once a conversation is had. Because I'm 32 years old. I've done things when I was 21, 22, 23 that looking back now, I probably wouldn't do again. And that's why I say when it comes to growth, when it comes to just recognizing that in the past, maybe you did some shit that was fucked up. On Lunchroom Plus, I had an episode entitled, I forgot what it was called, where I spoke about myself and my past flaws, past shit that I did that I wasn't proud about, and how, you know, eventually, maybe about 2-3 years after that situation ended, I actually got her number again, and I called her and I apologized. Now, ever since that apology, I've never spoken to her again. But as I was growing, as I was maturing mentally, I realized that back then, a lot of shit I did, it was fucking wrong. And I believe that everybody deserves the right to grow, especially if what you did wasn't physically harmful or it didn't result in a life being lost. Because now, you know, if God forbid let's say I went out and I killed somebody's whole fucking family, that's different. But see, my past struggles and my past flaws that I was talking about was due to me being insecure, due to me being jealous. And I felt like I made her life a living hell back then. And once I thought back and realized, like, fuck, like back then I was doing what I thought was right. But in hindsight, it was some fucked up shit. And like I said, it takes a man, it takes a grown woman to actually understand and recognize the growth and just go above and beyond to be a better person. Now, segue from that, man. Told you guys on the bonus episode, which dropped last week on Lunchroom Plus, exclusively on Apple Podcasts, where I spoke about the rapper Trouble and how he was tragically gunned down at an apartment complex in Atlanta, Georgia. Lil Boosie, we all know Lil Boosie for being energetic, being humorous, being entertaining. He spoke at the funeral and he broke down. And I believe that even men have the right to be emotional. Even men have the right to cry, because it's always a stigma that, you know, men shouldn't cry. Men should be tough. Men should suck it up. Men should deal with trauma in a masculine way. But no, sometimes we hurt. Sometimes we want to cry too. But this is what Lil Boosie had to say at the funeral for his friend Trouble.
I ain't get to tell my boy thank you. So I won't tell Trouble thank you. He always supported me, you know. Well, my nigga, you know, and I'm hurting for y'all because I'm hurting for 5 years. You know, I wasn't with him 30 years, you know, so I just want to tell that nigga thank you, you know, for that was my boy, you know, and I just want to tell him thank you. That was my boy.
As always, man, when somebody passes away tragically, I don't want to come on here and be sad and be sorrow. I want to clap it up, man. Especially when people, like, not clap it up because the person passed away. Clap it up because in a short 34 years on this earth, like I always say, man, like, we on this earth for an amount of time that we just don't know. Like, we know we're going to die, but we just don't know when. And the fact that in 34 years, he accomplished things that a lot of people don't accomplish at the age of 60. I believe that it's fucking powerful, man. Like I always be in awe when people pass away at a young age and they accomplish so much. Because on the flip side, it's people that pass away at the age of 40 and 50 who tragically, due to whatever path they took in life, they might not accomplish what this young man did in 34 years on earth. And the part that pains me is that I don't know if he has a wife, or I know he has a mom, of siblings, you know, just he got kids. And just thinking about the fact that at the young age of 34 years old, this man is no longer coming back. And I believe that a lot of people don't realize, like, the like how final it is when it comes to death, because on social media, it's a lot of bullshit. People think everything is a joke. It's fantasy, but real life happens. Like, you can't come back from death. And I just wish that we get to a point where we can sit down, we can have conversations, we can have better conflict resolution that does not always result to gun violence, man. Like, if you guys want to fight, shake hands and go home, man. Like, I know I can't be the only one that's fucking exhausted with young men, young women, kids, teens, school students, senior citizens at the supermarket losing their life through the gun violence, man. I know we say this time and time again. I've said this so many times on here to where I'm kind of getting exhausted talking about it. Like, I don't think that no one should die at the age of 34. I don't think that no kids should die at the age of 9 or 10, be slaughtered in their fucking classroom. Because I remember when I was 9 or 10 years old, like, going to school to me was a safe haven. I remember being 9 or 10 years old, and let's say, for example, like, y'all know how before a holiday like Thanksgiving, before Christmas, a lot of kids don't go to school because they try to get that extra day of their holiday. I remember one day I told my mom, I said, "Ma, Christmas vacation is tomorrow. Let me stay home. It's the last day of school before break." She said, "No, I don't want you staying home because I got to go to work. And I want you to go to school because I want to know that you are safe when I'm at work. So go to school." And the fact that 20 years later, a lot of parents, kids fear going to school because it's not a safe haven. That always makes me think back, like I said, to when I was growing up and how my mom always told me, "Nope, you're not staying home. You, your brother, your sister, you're going to school so you can be safe when I'm at work. I don't want you guys home in the project, in this apartment, and there's nobody here with you." But nowadays, kids go to school. You got police, security, teachers, principals, assistant principals, coaches, everything at the school. And motherfuckers still bust in and kill over a dozen kids, man. So I hope that we get to a place in society to where we can have, just better conflict resolution, better peace. And it's tough, man. But for you guys who always stay tuned in, stay locked into that brand new LCP, to that lunchroom.
Brand new LCP.
I want to clap it up for you guys, man. Like, I make these episodes by myself, independently. So when you guys, please share the podcast on your fucking favorite social media site. Snapchat, Facebook, IG, text your friends. Like, do not listen to the podcast. Love it. Enjoy it. Send me DMs on Instagram. But then you don't talk about it on social media. The only way to help spread the podcast, keep the podcast going, have better conversations, real topics, real shit, is for you guys to assist me in helping spread the word on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, wherever you go to let off your steam. I understand that on social media, motherfuckers want to go in there and live a fantasy life, post memes, celebrities, but just take 1 second out your week. Post about the Lunchroom Chatter Podcast. Post about that.
Brand new LCP.
Until next time. Y'all know who it is, man. It's John A. Schultz, the sexiest man alive, the sexiest man your grandma want. But you know what? She ain't gonna get me. She ain't gonna get me because I'm too fine for your grandma. I want your auntie. You guys stay safe, man.